Hey, beautiful ladies, this message is especially for you. I'm sitting here just doing my, fixing my dinner for the week, doing it on a little bit of a healthy side. I'm trying to lead a healthier lifestyle, so yeah. So I just got me just a little bit of sauteed spinach with some salmon tonight, keeping it light but healthy and goodness and all that kind of great stuff. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. you know, I just kind of I was just like, I just kind of keep having these conversations with my female friends and my female coworkers, and they're in like these situations or whatever the case may be, where they're in relationships where they're not getting respect and all this other kind of stuff, and they're either in abusive relationships, like physically abusive or emotionally abusive in most cases. And my thing is, when they physically abusive, it'd be like, look, go get help, this, that, and the other thing, report it, whatever. I won't say that's easy. That's not easy. That's not what I mean to say. But the emotional abuse is a little bit harder to detect. And it just amazes me how these beautiful women don't realize how valuable they are, that they continually allow themselves to be in these kinds of relationships that are detrimental to their mental health. And I'm just, for anybody that's struggling with this at all, I need to share with you that you're God's child. Whether you believe in Him or not, you're God's child. And He holds you in the highest esteem. You know what I mean? He breathed breath into your nostrils and brought life. Every hair on your head is counted. Every breath that you will ever take, He knows. And He walks with you every day. But He does give us free will. As much as He loves us, He gives us free will. So when we make choices to be with people who are not good for us, we got to deal with the consequences that comes with that. But I just want to share with you that you are God's child and you are precious. You are a gem. You are not somebody who deserves to be treated with disrespect and for your dignity to be compromised just by engaging in the relationship. You don't need to be with a dude that got all these other side chicks. You don't need to be with somebody like that. You need to be with a guy that has only eyes for you, nobody else. You the one and only. And be honest with yourself about what that looks like what that guy looks like, who he is, like where he works. You know, is he religious? Does he have a relationship? You know, be willing to be honest like that, because I just heard this story the other day about this woman who was in a relationship with somebody for a long time, and come to find out that the dude didn't want to have no children. And I'm like, what? Like, you just finding this out after being in a relationship with this person for so many years? I think by the time you're in year 2, if you're of childbearing years now, I'm not talking about old fogies like me. I'm talking about women who are in their childbearing years, like between 25 and 35. The clock be ticking. You kind of, by the time you've been rolling with a dude for 2 years, and it's just y'all, I'm talking about a good relationship where, you don't got no holy but this, that, and the other thing going on. Okay, I'm talking about a relationship where y'all committed. By the time you get to year 2, everybody should know whether we want kids, whether marriage is in our future. It might not be tomorrow, but like that has to be something that you both agree that you want one day, even if it's not to each other or it is, and around what time that is. You understand what I'm saying? You should know if that dude wants to have kids. You should know if if he doesn't want to have kids, and that's cool because you don't want to have none either. Like, y'all need to be like, in sync with certain fundamental things, But no, but what you need to do is you need to be, as a woman, you need to regard yourself as precious and deserving of being in a monogamous relationship with one person. And this isn't about, it's actually not about romance. It's not about just him loving you or whatever. This is common sense. There's too much shit going around that you could die from nowadays. This ain't like 50 years ago where ignorance was bliss. It ain't like this shit wasn't around. We just didn't know what the fuck it was. Now, you know what it is. They got names for it. They got different strains for it. You got to be out here being careful. You can't, even if you are practicing safe sex, you still got to, if you're practicing safe sex with that person, you don't know what it is they out here doing. Like, still. And a lot of people, it amazes me how a lot of people are very ignorant about how you can transmit disease. You got to be real. You got to love yourself enough to say, even if this is not about romance, common sense says to me that I can't be out here with a dude that's, having all this, being out here with 10 different women. Love yourself more than that to say, I deserve better than that. Because you do. Because you're God's child. And that's more precious than gold. So just love yourself. Love yourself and know that you deserve better. You deserve the best. You deserve the best guy that is right for you. And don't be afraid to be honest about what that looks like. Peace.